Welcome back everyone to Missions 101, where today we are going to be running the last pair of missions associated with the War of the Three Peaks. We have two of them, the Fluttering Fires and the Matron of the Hatchery. I was originally thinking of doing the Fluttering Fires first, but since that's the longer one, I'll save that to second. Let's start out with the Matron of the Hatchery. The scouts have come back from the worm graph. They have found what they believe to be a hatchery, where the worms are raising their young. They could not get too close, however. It appears the hatchery is protected by a vicious fire-breathing drake. They call her Oskond, the matron. They barely avoided her wrath and made it out alive. We can't let those eggs hatch. We need to be defeated, the matron of worms, so that my scouts continue exploring and so we can dispatch those eggs. So let's then go to the matron of the hatchery. Of course, there's always a twist, right? Yes, there is. Burning shield. Wonderful. Let's go. The matron of the hatchery. We'll need to take care of some of these worms here. So we need to find the matron. Now, I believe the matron is always to the right. So I'm going to go by that assumption. And if I am wrong, well, I'll have to come back a little bit. Anyway, there's the matron right there. So it's not a long haul in order to get to her. And in fact, that's why I was planning to have this particular mission right next to the other one, which we'll be doing next to the Fluttering Fires. Because the Fluttering Fires, I'm expecting is to be a very long one. And I think it might even be the longest mission, at least for me. Though I may change that opinion after how long it took me to do that Sundagrot mission last episode, where we had to kill those 5 trolls. Boy, that was painful. Had to kill 5 trolls first off, and of course you had to getting to them because they are separated by a significant difference, and of course it's going through all of those sentries, all of those sappers. So yes, a very, very long mission there. This one is relatively short because all I have to do is to kill this drake here. Right? That's no problem whatsoever. Even a hobbit can do it. There you go. And I'm not letting you put up that fire shield. I can tell you that for sure. Alright. I decided to start out with a little bit of heal there because I suspected... Oh. Unfortunately, she also likes to breathe fire, but it's what drakes do, so I guess I can't be surprised about that. But yeah, I don't think it's going to take all that much time. Just as I had a kick ready and was prevented from actually turning it into a higher gambit. How about that? There you go. There's the chest because he comes here, so even conveniently comes to you. This is a really short one. Hi there. Great work. Let's return and report your success. Yeah, let's go. Don't worry though, Flirting Fires won't be anywhere near that short. Well done. With the matron defeated, we can press deeper into the worm's grasp and we can take care of those eggs. The last thing we need is more worms and drakes in these mountains. Yes, I've heard that recently. Sometime in this set, I think. Now, for the last mission. Yes, I have a new mission for you, Pineleaf. The last mission of the 80 for this particular series. My scouts have come back from Zarkul's saloon. There are bats everywhere. This can't stand. We must return to Zirco's saloon and expel those winged beasts. Yes. Now you would think getting rid of some bats won't be all that much difficult. Upon the dwarf ruins of Zircozelund, bats have descended upon the torrent spires in the dwarf's darkness of the night. Your mission is to remove the bats who have descended upon Zircozelund. And monsters in this mission will attempt to summon allies in their fight. So first of all, you get these reinforcements. You often have more than one coming at a time. And there is another matter, which you will find out as soon as we get there. Our mission is not to kill a certain number of bats. Our mission is not to claim territory. Our mission, as soon as these things spawn in, is to burn bushes. That's right. We need to burn 12 bushes. And of course, we got these guys who are trying to summon reinforcements, and they, of course, summon more bats. And bats are very annoying to fight. They are, of course, good at dodging stuff around, and they also, well, the reinforcements here, they got that radar which stuns, or sonar, not radar, sonar, that stuns you. So all sorts of things that can be very, very annoying to go up against. But they're just in the way for our primary objective here, which is to burn bushes. Now, where's the first of these bushes? There is a dead bush right up there. So we need to get a torch and get to this bush. And of course it summons a bat. Now, dropping the torch afterwards, of course, is very inconvenient, which makes it from a mild pain into a royal pain, because yes, you can't attack the bats until you drop the torch. And dropping the torch is a real pain when you are being attacked by a bat. So the next bush is way up there. And it's also finding this campfire again, which has always been a bit of a problem. Alright, so we need to go that way for the second one. I always forget about where these bushes are, because they look very similar to the decoration that's in the area. Alright, that one doesn't have a... Alright. So there is a... Alright, so we got all the bushes in that area. It looks like that's fine. So maybe I can get another... Alright, I'm trying to see if I can get the... Oh! The bad bat saw me. And I want to see if I could hit a bush before this torch runs out. No, I can't. Well, okay, this was a bad idea. And that's the problem, is I can never... Okay, now I can get rid of this thing. Yeah, of course, the problem with what I just did there is that it's hoping to save time there, and of course I got the IR3 bats, and that's a bad idea. This is what happens. They all summon reinforcements. So half of these bats are, I think, reinforcement bats. And now I got diseases on me. Oh, and ah! The stacking disease is also a bit of a pain, since, of course, it saps you of your power, and your power is gone before you could really do anything about it. Alright, well, it looks like I took care of every single bat in this area. There's the next dead bush right over there. And the trouble is that I think that's the last of the dead bushes. So it might be smarter just to... I was just trying a different technique, but than I normally do, because normally I try to clear out an area, come back, but so happened that there was no bat at the second bush that I burned, so I got enticed to just try to find the next one. And that's what happens when you try not to clear out the area first. Alright, now let's see, because I did see, right, so this is the, I guess that must be the last of the dead bushes in this area. I thought that there were 5 of them, but let's see, is that no bat there? Alright, I'll check when. The trouble is that there are no extra fires in this direction, so if you want to deal with the bushes, you've got to go all the way back to the beginning. Now, once we get into the camp, it's a little bit easier because there are several campfires once you get into the camp. I suppose that makes a little bit of sense. Now, inside here, all right, now let me drop this torch. Now, maybe there is something you can do in order to more easily drop those torches, but you would think that I would have found that over the years, because you sort of have the same thing in Amansul, where you, except usually in Amansul, the torch runs out well before I'm worried about too much about wanting to do it. So sometimes I do want to try to get rid of the torch, and it's a pain in doing it, but oh, please don't do that to me. Alright, so here's the second one of those. Let's see, there's the torch, and there's the bush. That's the bush right up there. It's trying to tell the bushes that you need to check against the regular bushes, which doesn't help much. So it's nighttime. The bushes you need to go after don't glow. You've got to do that, and of course they start summoning reinforcements right away. So they're summoning reinforcements before you can drop the torch. It's like even worse. Now, let's get inside. There's another campfire inside here, so I don't need to worry about that one. In fact, there's the next bush right over there. Oh, that was silly of me. Apparently I had something queued up there, then had the perfect interrupt queued for a gambit, but already committed to a non-gambit. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom, see? So all this thing about trying to get rid of that thing, and there's got to be a good way to get rid of that torch. And since the torches are designed to be carried, doing some of the things I usually would do in order to drop something won't work. Now, this dead bush right there is inside the rock, and because it's inside the rock, I can't actually do anything with it. So I'm not going to worry about... Right, no, that's not the one inside the rock. Oh, maybe they took care of the one that's inside the rock. Well, that would be nice. Well, there was a restart today. So perhaps that took care of the rocky bush. I'm just so used to there being a rocky bush there that I was surprised that there wasn't one. Alright, now let's see. This one next. We're going to have to clear out a couple of bats there. Maybe I should just clear out the rest of the bats and then come back here. And yes, I asked a question in the previous episode of whether or not this was in any way possibly shorter or longer than Sundagra, because I was thinking that this was the longest of the missions. And I was thinking Sundagra was third, with second being the one with the watch post for the goblins. And while the watch post of the goblins one was pretty long, it certainly not as long as the one at Sundagra. This one does look like it is going to be longer than Sundagra. So that's something. Oh yeah, he just flew right into me, didn't he? Alright, oh good, I actually timed that right. Ha! I interrupted him? And the one next to him bled to death, so I didn't have to worry about going back. Alright, perfect. Now, what have we got here? Alright, let's see. Let's grab this. And is there a budding bush? Oh, there's a bush right here. Good. Oh, no bat there either. Alright, that's good. It's good to know. Oh, and I missed this one. Oh, this one does have a bat, though. But it's painful because it says, "Do you really want to?" Yes, of course. Why are you asking me the stupid question? Of course I want to drop this thing because I'm being killed. All right, let's see. That's the torch. That's oh, there is a dead bush right. Oh, I missed that one. Oh. Deleted your friend. There you go. And no bat. All right. Good. Oh, and there's one right here. There is a bat here. Is there's only one more bush after this. And I think, yeah, the last one is way up there. But of course, there's also a pair of bats up there, so there's no way I'm going to get around those without killing them first. And anyway, there is a campfire right next to them, so I can deal with them. It's really annoying when you desperately want to switch to another one and it switches to somebody who is you're not in combat with way out there. It's a feature that I'm pretty sure that every hunter will tell you is a real pain because well, that gives you the mission complete signal. Alright, let's see how many do I have to fit. Yeah, so now I got an entire party of bats here. They're all just linked together. I didn't think I was going to get all three of them. Actually, I was trying not to get any of them at all. Whew. And now for you. Now let's get out of here. And yes, this is longer than the one at Sundagrot. So yes, my original guess that this one was the longest one was correct. Whee! And of course, the dwarf is way down here, where he is for all the ones that are held in this particular location. Ah, are we done yet? Great work, finally. If I hope those bats don't return. Oh, I hope so too. Next time, send someone else after those bats. Well done! With the bats driven away for your quick thinking, Zoomloon Saloon will soon be ours. We can't have vicious bats swarming us in the heat of the battle. Yeah, heat of the battle. Right. And that concludes the last of the missions. number 40 from the missions that are here at Anakherfu relating to the War of the Three-Piece expansion. And that concludes in our little trip through Missions 101. But I am sure that when they add more missions to the game, that we will have a Missions 1 or 2. And we'll see that when the time comes. But until then, class dismissed.